How's it going, YouTube? Today, we'll be using our team against Quentin Grimes, Dylan Brooks, and Thurl Bailey. We'll be using Andre Pokusevski, Detlef Schrempf, and Luke Walton. This will be our no money spent series, so I know that these cards were very budget cards a couple seasons ago, around season 5, season 6 with Tyler Hero, but it's very hard to beat a 7-foot forward and a guard in Luke Walton, who's an out of position card. So you got a lot of height that you can use against your opponents. So this team has been very solid. What players do you guys like to run in threes? I find that the defense for these guys are pretty solid, but they are so good on offense. So it's awesome to see. This game mode's really fun, one of my favorite modes to play on my team, and it's a really good way to grind and get some cool prizes, and it really reminds me of playing those NBA Street games, especially Volume 2, like on the GameCube and the PlayStation back in the day, but it's just a much more realistic HD version of that, and that's really fun to see. Speaking of Dylan Brooks on the other team, where do you guys think he'll be? You guys think he'll be playing for the Sharks, the Guangdong Sharks in China next year? Do you think he's out of the NBA? Because him and the Grizzlies, man, they talked a lot of talk, but they could not walk the walk against LeBron James and the Lakers. It's crazy to think how cocky and arrogant they were in saying the things that they said about Brooks poking bears and saying LeBron's old, and Ja saying they can handle the West and things like that. And then Ja multiple times having off-court issues. Do you think that'll be something prevalent? Because you know what they say, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. So it's the second time that that's happened. So what do you think will happen from here on out? And with a no money spent squad in this triple threat mode, what guys do you guys like to run in this game? Because length is pretty key. You see Yao Ming at 7'6" running the 5 a lot of times. You see Taco Fall running the 4 as well. And then now you got Big Z running the 2 at shooting guard. It's just crazy how at this time of the year in 2K that the out of position tall guys run the game, and at this point it's a lot of dark matter players, so it'll be crucial for us to grind out and get those dark matters in the future. Do you guys like the current state of 2K as well? What do you guys like to see improved in? What game modes do you guys like to play the most? I know me and my friends used to play, just regular live play now games against each other one-on-one. But, when we play on our own, I really enjoy my team. And it's sometimes difficult to transition from my team players to play now players, just because a lot of the meters are so slow and weird in comparison to my team. It's always fun to run with current teams and current rosters and to play with your favorite players. And man, am I excited for these finals. It's going to be awesome to see Jimmy Butler and the Heat go up against Jamal Murray, the Joker, and the Denver Nuggets. Both teams will make history. It'll either be the first ring for Jimmy Buckets or the first ring for Nikola Jokic. And it is the first finals for the Denver Nuggets. That has got to be super exciting for the franchise. I hadn't really watched many Nuggets games throughout the seasons, but I have seen a lot of their games, pretty much all of them, throughout the playoffs. And they are a much better team than they have been in years past in the playoffs. So, it's super exciting to see. And Playoff Jimmy is just on a completely different level. So, should be a good matchup. You know, might be tough defensively. We saw that in Game 7 against the Celtics. The first half was pretty defensive on both sides, very low scoring. So, curious to see if we're going to get more of that defensive series in the finals or if we'll get a top-loaded offense from both sides. Should be exciting to see. Let me know in the comments below which team you guys think will win the NBA Finals this year and who will win Finals MVP. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take care.